There's no such thing as a category awarding anyone
Michael,
20
I'm
points.
just pushing you in my head. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Y'all are so mad.
No, I'm mad.
Let the ball begin. Legendary, legendary. I really wanna.
Welcome back, guys. We are here. It is the Ovah Ball. Oh, I think I said it wrong. It's not over, like Ovah.
It's Ovah.
That's right. You have the New York accent, so you can probably say it way better than I do.
Ovah.
All right, I want to jump right into it because this week we got 2 episodes, and that was a lot to watch, a lot to remember, and I just don't want to forget anything. So, first of all, the judges. What do you think of the outfits?
So let's start with Law.
I hated it.
I was okay with it until I saw the boots. Once I saw the boots, I was like, yeah, it's a job.
I liked everyone's outfit except for Law and Jamila. I did not care for those two.
What was this fucking wig?
It's like, it doesn't matter what she wears on her head, it has to be a bob. I'm like, is there a scar on her forehead? I don't know.
Honestly,
it seems odd.
It's
just
sick and tired of it.
It's her style. What can you do? So everyone looked amazing. I liked everyone's outfit. I think, you know, the lead singer of Queen, he looked amazing. Adam Lambert, yeah. He looked really great. Adam. I loved seeing him. And I'm a big fan of his, so I was excited that he was a judge. Now, let's get into this ball and the categories and the houses. Now, first of all, it's a Victorian era theme thing. Sometimes they say the themes, I'm like, y'all just all over the place. But anyways, it's a show. And it's Victorian era, the Ovah Ball. I don't know why the heck.
It was over for this ball. I was over it.
I don't feel like we're giving any spoilers because anyone watching this knows we're going to review the show. And if you're watching a review, you've probably watched the show already. So you know why Danny is pissed. If you've watched previous episodes and you know who he carries. First,
I'm beyond livid. I am beyond upset.
First up, we have the house of Balenciaga. They are on the floor first. What did you think?
I mean, it was average. The performance was average. I was happy to see Honey back, but the way they delivered their performance, I thought it was okay. And then with Shannon revealing her hair with no hair, basically, and being bald, I was like, it's all right. I gave him like a 8, like a soft 8, because Shannon could do more. And honestly, I feel like she's been lackluster. Just saying, gotta keep it a stack.
Anyways, yeah, so by the way, before I even get into it, each house was given a specific element to highlight in their performance. Balenciaga was given Catwalk, and I believe the last house that won, Tisci. No, sorry, who won last week?
Tisci,
yeah, they
assigned them.
So they had to assign everyone the categories. They gave Balenciaga Catwalk, which I think Catwalk's a pretty simple thing to give someone. And so with Catwalk, you should be able to do a lot with it.
And I would expect.
Okay, we heard your opinion. You are. He is upset today. He is up. He is mad.
Listen, y'all gonna call me a bitter bitch from hell. I don't give 2 damns.
Anyways, so my thoughts on it. The outfits were great. I really enjoyed the outfits. They were given Catwalk. It was cute, the choreography, but it did not excite me. And so for that, I would have given them a 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
see, I'm fair. Just because... Oh, Siri, get out of my business. I'm fair. Just because I love a house for whatever reason, that doesn't mean it's clouding my judgment on how I would score them based on their performance.
Right.
But y'all in the comment section really be coming for me.
Yeah, leave Michael alone. We all know he stands God. But with that being said, I will say this last thing about this house with this particular performance. The judges were right. They could have did more with catwalk because as we've seen, other, like, for example, Mario Orichi, a couple balls back, when he was doing the catwalk and he was doing a lot of the catwalk, they could have utilized a lot more. It was just very much just this the whole time. So that's why I give him a solid 8.
I agree. Anyways, let's move on to the house. You want to introduce this house? Your house?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the robbery of all centuries.
I haven't even got to that part yet. Wow, just talk about the performance.
Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, this is the house of Tisci. Duh.
Okay, what do you think of their outfits? They were given, what were they given? Spins. They got spins.
I loved it. I loved their outfits, their concept. I loved that. The whole entire ball, it was like gender bending. I loved all of it. And
which was like weird to me because they're like, oh, it has to be gender bendy. That's a thing. I feel like in these categories, they cramp so many things. It's kind of annoying. It's the Ovah Ball. I'm like, okay, I guess everything needs to be extra. And then they're like, it needs to be Victorian themed era. Then you're going to have to do a specific element. And then it has to be gender bendy. I'm like, how many things do we need to do here?
Yeah, no, it was a lot. But with that being
furthermore,
said,
why you need to be gender bendy? Because I feel like every single house, every single week does gender bendy. You have a bunch of males, females, trans women, non-binary people. Everything is gender bendy. I don't think you need to add that to it. A lot of the guys on the teams that identify as he, him, they wear corsets and heels. So this week didn't feel special because I'm like, that's the culture anyways.
Yeah. But with that being said, they carried. I don't think it was a 10, but I thought the performance was very strong. Granted, there was it felt slow when Mother Gia came out. I was like, the energy's a little bit off. Maybe that's because they were performing at such a high level.
Wait, hello.
This happens every time. Anyways, that's how you know I'm mad. But they were performing at a high level. Yeah. And with that being said, the judges got accustomed to that. So I gave them a 9. It was a strong performance, but it was the energy just seemed a little off. But it was still solid.
Okay. Now, this is my this is my opinion. And this is what I wrote. I said, okay, the outfits were amazing. I said amazing. I loved their outfits. I swear to God. They were given spins, but I don't think I got enough spins from them.
Yeah.
The spins at the beginning could have been cleaner and longer. They had that one housemate that was in the ballerina outfit and the pointing shoes, and I was like,
Stanley.
you could have given us more of that. It was over so quickly. It was fierce in the beginning. When they were spinning him, it didn't feel as clean. It was kind of like, and I was like, if this was like cleaner and you gave us more of that, it would have been so amazing. And then you're right, when Mother Gia came out, she was giving us a lot of walk around, and I think she did a spin at some point, but I felt like because she's a dancer, if she would have hammed it up, the judges would have gagged more, we would have gagged more.
Yeah, definitely.
We expect so much from them because they're all amazing dancers, and when they do the bare minimum, it reflects badly on their brand. And I guess the judges
which is kind of crazy because there are other houses who barely did the bare minimum and scored it.
But that's the thing.
High.
I keep saying every week they grade on a curve. So if you come in at 100 day one, they will expect 100 every single time. And if you falter and give them a 90, they're gonna be like, that was a 6 for me because I know you didn't give what I'm used to.
Definitely. Granted, like I said, I agree with you on that, hands down. But I scored them a 9 because the performance was still strong. Granted, it could have been better because they were excelling. But it was still a 9 in my opinion. I was like, y'all did really, really fast. It's just the fact that there were the little tweaks that you can tell could have been better. You know, it could have been better. Could have been elevated.
Oh, so by the way, Balenciaga was, they got an overall score of 40. Tisci got a score of 42. So far, they're both in, low. The next house was Nina Orichi. What do you think of their performance?
I mean, okay. I like the fact that they had the concept of chest, right? Mm-hmm. And the chess pieces and how they were to maneuver. I thought the outfits were
were supposed to do floor performance, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought it was fab, but it was sloppy. The floor performance was sloppy. Remy in the front, you can tell it was out of sync. The floor performance could have been stronger. Granted, a lot of these houses and their performances could have been stronger overall for the Ovah Ball. So
yeah, for the Ovah Ball, I will say that majority of the houses that were remaining, I expected a lot from them, but a lot of them didn't give me what I wanted. It felt like week one. It felt really like week one. Even week one, I got so many more amazing performances. I was like, this is weird. Are they tired? Are they running out of ideas? Are they just over it? I don't know.
I was just like, it was weird.
Yeah, it was a weird energy this week. I personally didn't gag over the outfits. They were cute. Literally, that's what I said. They were cute. And cute is not what you want to hear when someone's like critiquing your outfits. Like, you look cute. You know? The performance was not clean. The floor performance was not clean. And I was not excited by the entire choreography. I was like, I get what you're doing, but I'm bored.
The intro was too long. That's why I was so bored. It was dragging. And then when they finally revealed the other people coming under and this battle, what was up with the concept of having battles? Okay, this to me, honestly, it was a 7, okay, because they don't dragged it out. But
I agree. I would have given them a 7 for that. Overall, the judges collectively gave them a 36, so now they're at the bottom with Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Kamdeh Garcon. What do you think?
Y'all, I'm letting y'all know this right now. Come for me all you want, because I'm about to be an evil-ass bitch from hell. And I don't care. Period. Now, with that being said, those scores that they got, delusion. How the hell did they get 10s? I'm so confused. Taka was pulling on his shirt the whole entire... Taka looked like fucking Latrice Royale. Okay? I was like, is that Latrice? I was in the trees. No shade. And
I'm not even going to comment on that part.
It was... Come for me. I really don't care. Taka pulling on his shirt the whole entire time. And then they were just... all of this. It was giving me a...
My God.
A 6.
Well,
I'm mad.
This is what I have to say about the performance. The judges loved the outfits. I did not like it.
Terrible.
So I wouldn't. Okay, I wouldn't say it was terrible like that.
It was awful. They looked like they looked like Brillo pads. Like, it was so bad. Oh, I was so bad.
Well, I guess I have to be the voice of reason today. All right, the outfits I did not love. They were given duck walk. The duck walk was definitely highlighted. I'll give them that. It was highlighted. The performance was pretty decent. I did not think they performed badly. But everyone giving them a 10, I feel like it was because everyone before, the 3 houses before, were so bad, in the judge's opinion, that they were like, oh, we finally get one that's really decent, let's just give them a 10, because it feels like we're never going to be able to use a 10 this week. Which, in my opinion, is like, if no one deserves a 10 that week, it's fine. You don't have to be giving out a 10 because you feel like you have to give one group a 10. I didn't think they deserved 10s across the board. I feel like Law gave them a fair score, but I would have probably given an 8 just because I didn't love the outfits. And I felt like the performance was good, but I didn't feel like it was 10 worthy. I feel like at least Lau had the right idea. Like, it was great, but it wasn't a 10. So he was like, I'll give you a 9, which I think was pretty fair. I didn't understand why everyone was giving them 10s across the board.
A 9 wasn't even fair. It was a 6. I don't care what nobody says. It was a 6. Their outfits were terrible. Megan saying they were the best dress of the night. Where?
Yeah, I didn't understand that comment either. I was like, I liked a lot of the other outfits way better than this one. It was the sequin thing and the color scheme. I thought it was fine, but I didn't think it was cute. But yeah, they got an overall score of 49. Are we happy?
Boo. Boo.
Let's talk about Miyaki Mugler, because they have been eating. They are eating. Like, let me know your thoughts. And let me just say this, because watching it, I was like, there's nothing I can really critique. My notes literally say, this was the best performance of the night. The only true 10 of the night. The only true 10 of the night. Everything was right. No critiques. That is exactly what I wrote. Watching it.
Michael, they ate that up. Y'all redeemed yourselves, and when I tell y'all Miyaki Mugler, y'all served down. Like,
I agree.
Get into me, get out. I was like, y'all ate that. They had hands performance. You are now, and they did that. They deserved 10.
They deserved it for sure. Now, as usual, in true legendary fashion, we have multiple categories. Category 2 was hand performance, and they did something really interesting with this that I really appreciated. You could not see who was performing, so we know the judges have biases.
Yes,
I have biases. Danny has biases. If you're human, you have biases. That's why in my comment section running your mouths, because you have a bias and you like who you like, and I don't like that person. Anyways.
Kamdeh Garcon. I'm being petty, y'all. Let me stop. Low key.
Anyways, they had these colored boxes, and everyone would stand behind. One person from each team would do a hand performance. You can only see the shadow. You cannot see the person. You're not able to say, oh, this person is from Garcon, and I like that house. So no matter what, I'm not going to chop them. So I appreciated that. You did? I couldn't. I didn't know who was who.
I clocked 3 of them. I clocked 3 of them.
I just couldn't tell. We didn't know who each team was sending out to do it. So I was like, I don't know. There's like 20 people there. So I love that concept. The red box won, and the red box was from Aga.
Khalid. First of all, once Khalid started eating, I knew it was Khalid. First of all, the body, the structure, and then the hair after he performed, I knew that was Khalid. Hands down. When he first started, I was like, oh, that's Khalid. I was like, hands down.
I would never have known.
I like that.
I love the concept because a lot of people would be like, oh, they favor this team. No one knew. No one knew who was who. And it proved to me, because I was talking to someone who was watching it with me, and they're like, oh, I hate this because you can stay from the bottom and just get a 10 at the end and be safe. I'm like, and what? And
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Because why are y'all so pressed? Because I feel like a lot of people don't like it because Balenciaga has won these categories a lot in the past and escaped, the redemption battle. But I'm like,
and
it's Ballroom. House. As they should. Let me do the little neck thing. Anyways, I think in the previous episodes, some people could have been like, well, they just liked them. That's why they didn't chop them. But now, what is your excuse? They didn't even know it was them, and they still won. Like, give people their dues. If they're good, they're good. Yeah, you can falter in the beginning, but if you have an opportunity to do well at the end and like take yourself out of that situation, you can't blame them for it. Anyway,
granted, wait, hold on. Granted, I knew that Khalid deserved that, hands down. Red Box deserved that. But also, can we talk about the fact how they chopped the green, the blue boxes as well? And the yellow box, correct? I believe it was Trey from Tisci, because I knew that was Trey too. I was like, oh, that's fab. I said, that's Trey hands down. And I knew of the father from Miyake-Mugler. I knew that was him. They ate. Blue ate too from Kamdeh Garcon. Like, look.
Listen, a lot of them were good. Like, none of them were horrible. But someone has to be chopped. And at the end of the day, I feel like there are 5 judges there. And we know how ballroom is. If 1 out of 5 doesn't like it, it's what it is. It's not like it's a show thing. It's a ballroom thing. That's how it is in real life in ballroom. So it doesn't matter if one of the judges are a guest or they're regular. Yeah. Jamila ain't know nothing about freaking doing nothing, but she's there. Law's not a ballroom. Law is not a ballroom person, but he's there. Neither is Megan. But all of their votes count, and we have to accept it. And so, if 1 or 2 people chop them, we just have to be like, okay, they got chopped. Moving on. You cannot change that. So Balenciaga won 10 points for their house,
which is too much. They need to start this half, maybe 5 points. 10. That's a lot. I do agree. That's a lot.
10 is what it is. They got the 10, and they deserved it. So Balenciaga was at 40. Now they're at 50 points. Yeah. Ding.
That don't mean nothing, Michael.
Y'all are gonna be so mad. Now, there was a tie between Balenciaga and Mugler for Superior House because Mugler got their full 10s as a group, and so they were already at 50. Balenciaga joined them when they got the 10, you know, from the hand performance. Now, it was up to Adam Lambert to break the tie. Do you agree with what Adam chose?
The question is, Michael, do you agree?
Oh, I agree. I definitely agree. I told you guys, even though I love Balenciaga, that does not mean I will not say when they are deserving of something or when they didn't deserve something. Just like any of my Drag Race reactions, I have favorite queens, but when they do dumb shit, I'm like, that was dumb, sis. I'm not going to be up here like I'm blindly following you. I'm not in their house. Ain't nobody called me, DM'd me, and say you want to be in this house. So I am not obligated to say nice things about them. I like them because they're genuinely a good group, and I relate to Shannon for some reason, and so I just like her.
Yeah, no, I like her. I like Honey. I like the house overall. I stand Khalik. Like, you know, I like Balenciaga overall, but I also love Miyaki Mugler, and they deserved Superior House this week. I definitely agree. They were fab. They were fab.
They did the best performance as a house. And even though Khalik won that extra 10 points for his hand performance, and it was amazing just the same, I just feel like I was more excited for Miyaki Mugler this episode. So they won. They were in Superior House, and they deserved it. The team I'm carrying, Aga, they're safe. They got the same score as Mugler, as they should, because they did what they needed to do.
They should have, because of the category that awarded them too many damn points. What?
There's no such thing as a category awarding
Michael, I'm just pushing you up my edge. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Y'all are so mad.
No, I'm mad. I'm mad because, Michael, you mean to tell me that Kamdeh Garcon, looking like Brillo pads, had the nerve, the gall, the gumption,
the audacity,
the opulence? Where was the opulence? They don't earn everything. They didn't earn them 10s, and they did not deserve to be safe. Switch them with Tisci.
Damn. Okay, so if you didn't know by now you know. The redemption battle is next, and Orichi and Tisci are in the bottom. As you can see why Mr. Danny is aggravated.
Listen, I told you from jump, I'm being evil bitch from hell, and I don't care.
I had to force him to watch the rest of this thing because he was over it. He was like, I'm done with the show. I don't cancel my subscription. I don't want to see it. I'm unfollowing all of them. I don't want to see anything. I was like, no.
But Michael's telling truth, see, because I texted him this morning like, I'm not watching the next episode. I said, I'm not watching.
Do that.
I said, I'm not doing it, Michael. But granted, I will say this. Jamila got me upset with her vote in this battle. Yes, I may have loved Tisci, but we'll get into the things with this battle.
Okay, I agree. All right, so Father Amari goes up against Simone from Tisci. And let me just be clear. Everyone was saying that Omari was the better person in the battle. You said that too?
Oh, I said once he gets out there, he's going to vote the house down boots. I said it. in reviews.
He did a good job, but you know, when I was watching, I must be honest, how they presented them in the split screen, because Omari was in this dark outfit and Simone was in this light outfit. I could barely see. Listen, I wear glasses. It's not for show. It's a real thing. I can't see nothing. And so I saw more of Simone, and what she was giving was really good. And because Omari on my screen looked so far away and then so dark, I was like, I don't know what he's doing over there. So in my opinion, based on what my little 4-eyed blind ass saw, I was like, give it to Simone. But then everyone was like, Omari was... He killed. I was like, even the person I was watching with said Omari was better. I was like, well, if everyone says he was better, I guess he was better. But I only saw Simone, so I would have given it to Simone.
Performances, Michael. They were. Simone was giving very much like femme queen realness in her performance, very soft, supple with her dips and everything, which was cute. But Omari was definitely voguing the house down boots. You know what I'm saying? He was giving nice, clean landing dips and spins, and he was really, really giving some elements out there, which was stronger. But the lighting made Simone look better because the lighting was more appealing and appeasing to the eye. Because she was under this blue light while he's in a dark outfit already under a dark light. So granted, your eyes...
Yeah, I was like, my eyes just went directly to Simone, but Omari won. He won. Hands down. Only one person voted for Simone, and that's Jamila. And Jamila was like, I'll give it to you because I feel like you guys have the most potential. And I agree with Leomi for saying, girl, do not do that. This is not how ballroom works. You don't give someone a score because you feel like they have potential. In this moment in a battle, if they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. And they deal with it like grown people. And so I am happy that they like grabbed her and like shook her a little bit. Like, don't do that.
Clocked her.
Yeah. I totally agree with that moment. Anyways, the whole entire episode was like whatever to me. The main event of the episode happened after that.
Oh, wait, child. Hold on, before we get
it's your house, so you can talk about it if you want.
Here goes the Danny Chan gent. All right, y'all ready? So, granted, let me say this about Jamila real quick because I did not agree. Omari won that hands down. I give it to Omari. I don't believe Tisci should have been in the bottom, though. I thought Kamdeh Garcon should have been in their place, right? Boom. With that being said, Omari deserved to stay, or Orichi deserved to stay. Tisci did deserve to go if you want to be technical, right? But I do not condone Simone's actions. You can say what you want, but to walk away, it is very sore loser. Granted, she had some truth to what she was saying because I feel the same way. Like some of these houses, which she was throwing shade at, basically, Kamdeh Garcon did not deserve the 10s. And let's be real, that's accurate, that's real tea. They did not deserve that. I gave them a 6, hands down. They've been sloppy, and they've been consistently sloppy. But just the way she went about it was wrong. She could have vented or said something in a different way and stood with her family. But I guess in that moment, she was just so upset that anything that was happening, she was just like, yo, I feel robbed because I've been performing at a high level and this house has not, which they have not. Kamdeh Garcon has not been performing the same way Tisci has been. Even tonight, you cannot compare those two performances and the outfits alone. Come on, y'all. Be real. Let's be real. But just her actions were wrong overall. And T is T. Tisci's gone. I'm going to miss y'all. Y'all still my winners. I don't care. I said what I said. Staple that.
All right. And I feel like there's nothing else I need to say at this point because it's all been said.
But do you not see where I'm going with this, Michael? Do you not understand?
I totally get it. I get exactly what you're saying. They shouldn't have been in the bottom in the first place, but because they ended up there anyways, they had to battle and they lost the battle.
Yeah.
And
they deserve to lose.
Unfortunate. It was unfortunate to see how she handled it. She walked off so quick. Yeah. It reminded me of when Laven lost and Michaela was like, screw this, and walked away.
Oh, at the final, yeah. She was like very much like ill.
Yeah, she walked off. It was like, we're done. Y'all, you know. But she came back, and when she came back, I was like, okay, she's going to calm down. But she did not. She did not. She said, oh, honey, I have more to say. let me give it to you. And she said what she said, and then Law was barking at her, Megan was cursing at her, and she was like, I done said what I said, bye. And she walked off again. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the rest of the house was very gracious, and the mother, like, thanked them for the opportunity, and they walked off. It was unfortunate. It was very unfortunate how they had to leave, because someone, what are they, I don't remember who, but one of those shady people in the back was like, in the, like, next week, they're like, Tisci gave the best performance ever exiting. I lived.
Yes!
I lived.
Come on, they delivered.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that was this week's episode. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Were you, like, how do you feel about Tisci going home? What do you feel about Mugler winning? You can't say nothing bad about Mugler. They deserve that win. Everything was done right. And the father of the house, remember last week I was like, I'm used to him doing more, and so I'm a little weirded out when he's not doing more. He came and he was dancing the house down. He said it in the comments. Do you remember? They're like, oh, I was just letting the children have their moment, but wait for next week. I waited and I was gagged, and thank you for that.
Hold on, I gotta say this. Miyaki Mugler or Balenciaga, y'all better snatch this damn crown now that Tisci is gone.
It's definitely one of the two. I don't see anyone else. Tisci's not there anymore, so they're the only two left to be in the finale, in my opinion.
Y'all better snatch that Miyaki Mugler. Y'all in my top. Y'all better get your old child. But yeah.
That's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, y'all commenting, but are you subscribed? No. If I see you commenting some shit and you're not subscribed, I'm gonna come for you. Anyways, go follow Danny on social media. Until next time, bye guys. Hey beautiful humans, I have so much more content. Come on, watch my shit.